Okay, Google. Play the Everybody Loves Raymond theme song.
Alright, Everybody Loves Raymond theme by the Hollywood Orchestra. Playing on Google Play Music.
By the Hollywood Orchestra, guys.
Guys, I'm Horvath. Sleeman!
Okay, Google, stop that.
Not every podcast is like mine.
Okay, Google!
My brain is as is, because...
Okay, Google! Stop!
Very good.
Okay, so that was the intro to whatever this is. What is this? This is Bicker Banter. A thing where we talk for a long amount of time with audio only.
Some would call it a podcast, and most people would be correct.
I like that idea. Okay, so today we've got multiple discussions. Some of them are good.
Others are also good.
Actually, everything's good. That was just a misdirection there, so you're welcome.
Everybody loves Bicker Banter.
Yep.
That's a lie, and you fucking know it.
Who doesn't like Bicker Banter?
Who doesn't
Yeah.
like...
This was your idea, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I fucking hate myself. I do.
Alright, so we're going to discuss... Actually, you know what? Before we discuss things, let's just talk about our week. Let's talk about our week, and...
I mean, it's Wednesday, so
Yeah.
not a lot's happened.
Well, I know, but it's the new year.
I mean, I don't know what's happened.
Yeah.
A lot's happened, Sleeman. It was New Year's.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about... Okay, let's talk about our... What are we doing... What did we do for New Year's?
I had a party, people came, it was fun,
Yeah.
and then they left, and I was happy.
And now we're back.
And then they
And
came
now I
back,
hate myself
and
again.
now we're recording a podcast with some of the people in this. Okay, then. So that was so illuminating. I feel like I've understood so much about you guys. Let's talk about our first discussion. Adam Sandler movies.
I like one or two of them.
One or two of them.
Well, there's more than...
What are these one or two then?
Yeah, talk about the one or two you
Okay.
like.
Because I do recall us having a conversation about Adam Sandler movies, and you liked a lot more than one or two.
Okay, let me give you some context. During this New Year's party that we came in and then we left so Sleeman was happy, Horvat gave me the DVD Jack and Jill.
For his Christmas present.
Starring Adam Sandler and also...
Adam Sandler.
Guys, Adam Sandler as a girl. Because fuck me, that's... Oh, Adam, you just...
I'd fuck that.
Oh, man. Fuck, yeah, Adam Sandler's was got his Buffalo Bill thing. He's looking in the mirror
More
like...
like Buffalo Jill.
Oh, fuck off. I hate you. Okay, so I watched a bit of Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill, and I got immediately tired. I fell asleep 5 minutes in.
Yeah, but you love Don Cucino.
Dunkaccino's the fucking...
Stay away till the end for Dunkaccino.
No, Dunkaccino is funny, mostly because Al Pacino is such a respected actor, and he just pisses it all away for a Dunkin' Donuts commercial.
I know, I love it when the big Oscar-winning actors, big dramatic,
Right.
serious actors, do stupid comedic roles.
Every copy.
It fuels me.
Delete it.
Delete it. Oh,
That's your Al Pacino impression?
Yeah.
No.
Every copy, deleted. It's me,
That's
Al Pacino.
me, Al Pacino. Hello, I am Al Pacino.
Delete all of the copies.
You
of
broke
Don
my
Cucino.
heart, Fredo.
Okay, Google. Play Al Pacino... No, play Dunkaccino.
I also need to know which device to use.
Okay.
Try saying that again and include the device's name.
Okay, Google. Play Dunkaccino on YouTube.
Okay, here's a YouTube playlist called Dank Music.
This isn't Dunkaccino.
This isn't dank music.
Okay, Google. Shut up.
You know when the AI revolutions happen, they're going to be like, you said shut up to me. So I remember you were giving Horvat shit because he says please every time he asks okay Google for something. He's like, okay Google, could you please do this? You're like, it's fucking, it's
Okay,
Google.
okay.
Hang on. Do what?
Fuck off, Google!
Oh, says you.
Okay, Google.
So,
Could you please shut the fuck up?
Thank you. I think you got it. Yeah, I think. What can I say? But anyway, so what are the two movies of Adam Sandler's filmography that you didn't mind, Sleeman?
So Jack and Jill.
Shut up.
No, Jack is one movie and Jill's the other movie.
Jack and the sequel, Jill.
Yeah.
And then there's a third one called...
The Hill.
The
Dunkaccino.
Hills and Lives.
Anyway, what are the two movies?
Bedtime Stories has a lot of like good nostalgia.
That's a fucking arbitrary. I didn't see that one.
That's not Adam Sandler. That's not.
It is.
Did Adam Sandler make that one?
Yeah, that's a Happy Madison.
Oh, I thought that was just like Adam
No.
Sandler was in it.
It's
No.
good. And,
That's why it's got like all of Adam Sandler's powers in it too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Adam Sandler will force his pals into anything. They'll be like, "Here, I'm doing a soup commercial. Rob Schneider, come over here."
Do you guys want to make money with like little to no effort?
Look, to be honest, I don't blame him. Like, I'd like money with little to no effort, and I'd also like to have a holiday at the same time.
I'd also like Dunkachinos.
Okay, I'm allowed to find one bit of a bad movie
I
funny.
don't blame you. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's not funny until Al Pacino says "burn this." And until then, it's fucking awkward because I'm just like this. It's too much effort to be like shitty funny, but it's like not enough effort to be good funny.
Yeah.
Until he says "burn this" in the most serious voice I've ever heard. Then I'm like, I get it, Dunkachino.
See, Jack and Jill isn't even my least favourite Adam Sandler movie. I'm gonna get bullied so hard for this. I didn't find it that bad. That's My Boy, however.
But that has
Andy Samberg.
that one.
That doesn't make good.
Oh, but I'm taking your fucking lunch money.
Okay. So how about this? What were the movies you'd liked from Adam
I
Sandler?
didn't even get to say my second.
Well,
one.
because
Sure,
you
whatever.
never fucking brought it up. You just
Dunkachino.
okay. Well, what was your second movie, Slayman, that you didn't like?
I did like. It was Grown Ups. I liked the first Grown Ups.
You liked the foot. Wait. There was Billy
I
Madison.
don't like Billy. I can't go back. I can't go back and watch that movie anymore.
No, okay, I understand that, but Grown Ups is like you're like
Okay, no, I like Little Nicky as well.
Little Nicky sucks.
I like Little Nicky.
I like it.
No, Little Nicky.
At the same time, Stephen, you recently said, I went back and watched Little Nicky and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
No.
I can't watch it. I still like it.
No, I didn't like Little Nicky just because if Adam Sandler does a voice, like for instance,
Yeah.
when he does like the Water Boy,
Yeah.
I fucking hate it because he did that like.
I don't hate it, but Waterboy is just okay, and mainly because... it's just okay.
Yeah. And Little Nicky has the same problem where he does a voice and like, no, Adam Sandler, don't do it. Just.
Like, I agree, that's a negative of the film. Overall, I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So you liked Grown Ups,
I like Grown Ups.
and
Grown
you
Ups
like.
2 was awful.
It was just more grown-ups, which
Yeah.
I was cool.
They were grown. They were more grown up.
Okay, I like the Grown Ups was literally Adam Sandler getting his friends. Hey, let's do a movie and just bant the entire time.
Yeah,
And I can't be too mad at that because that's exactly what I did when we made this fucking channel.
that's true. Yeah, I know, but
We're in Grown Ups.
yeah, I know, but we're not like going to Universal Studios being like, I've got a great idea for a movie. We just
No, we're not.
I mean,
Like Grown
I doubt
Ups is
it
very
was-
much the hey, let's just us. Let's just be us for a movie.
I don't think it was, hey, I've got a great idea. It was, hey, I have an idea that we're all going to enjoy doing and you'll get money for it.
Yeah.
because like, the thing is, the only reason Adam Sandler keeps making movies is because they keep making money.
Yeah.
Some fucker keeps buying them. They love it.
Look at Sleeman's 14-year-old brother's just listening, going, "Yeah, he's right."
Yeah, like people like if no
Sorry,
one
15.
Yeah.
Sorry.
if no one watched them anymore, he'd stop. But if no one's like, oh, I hate this, better not watch it. They'll be like, oh, I hate this, I'm gonna watch it anyway. I'm like, well, that's your
Well,
problem.
his latest films aren't getting that much money, but a lot of that's due to them being on Netflix.
Well, what he has to do is he has to do like what Transformers did, because Transformers did
Fucking
really.
die.
No. What Transformers did was immediately when the American market stopped getting pissed off, and they put so many references to Asia that China and shit was sucking their dick so hard that they got all their money from overseas markets.
Okay.
So what Adam Sandler needs to do is do a racist character of a Chinese dude, and
Well,
then
Rob Schneider already did that, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. That didn't get the Asians on Adam Sandler's
I
side.
wonder why. Oh yeah, people just like, I loved you and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I never watched that movie.
I haven't seen it.
That's what I like.
I've heard that's one of the worst.
Okay, Google.
Uh,
What is Adam Sandler's filmography?
you could just ask
Adam
me.
Sandler's movies include Happy Gilmore, The Ridiculous Six, and 54 others.
I love how Ridiculous Six is like, it goes from the best to the worst.
Yeah.
His
Well,
best one is that Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore wasn't his. Oh, was it?
Like,
Happy
it's-
Gilmore is
it's
like
that's like
it's
general.
the gateway drug towards all Adam Sandler films.
That's like general consensus.
No, there was Billy
Everyone's favourite
Madison.
Adam Sandler
It was
movie.
Billy Madison.
Yeah, but Happy Gilmore's better. Billy Madison's, a lot of it's very, what the fuck are you doing? Why is that funny?
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore's legitimately, okay, this is good shit.
Okay, honest
Happy
opinion.
Gilmore?
Honest
I can't watch
opinion,
it
the
anymore.
one I hated the least was Click.
Why the fuck did you hate Click?
The one I hated the least was Click.
Oh!
I still need to watch it. Like,
No,
I really want to watch
When
it.
Adam Sandler's doing comedy, it's awful. But when he's not doing comedy, it's good. So
I
pretty
don't
much,
like- I
Adam
don't like
Sandler's
Punch Drunk
click as a
Love.
drama was
You
good.
said you liked it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You said it was entirely okay.
Yeah, I don't like it. It was just like, yeah.
I hate okay things.
It was just like, it's alright. I don't want to watch it, but
Well-
it's not bad
well,
like
no,
everything
no,
else
yeah.
he does.
It's like the whole like Thor 2 thing. Like, you know, everyone's just like, I don't hate Thor, but I just didn't like it. And that makes me more upset at it because I don't even have a strong opinion against it. It's okay. Like,
What was that one that Brandon bought it for me? And the 9/11 one.
Reign Over Me.
I really want to watch that.
Watch it.
I
It's
really
his best
wanna
acting,
watch
no
it.
doubt.
okay, I thought, like, I could just imagine, like, Rob Schneider as the Twin Towers.
Alan Covert as the plane.
I'd watch that just be like,
Rob Schneider is the Twin Towers, coming September 11th.
I'd watch that. I'd actually watch that just because of
Okay, we just sound like a family, instead of the South Park, Rob Schneider's gonna sound like Family Guy where Peter's like, hey, it's me, James Woods. I play 9/11 cop. David Spade is the voice of the plane.
Oh, we could not.
I mean,
I mean, we already did.
we already did. We can't. With the power of editing, though, I can just delete the bit and then no one will know and they'll be like, why are you guys talking about Family Guy?
Oh, Brian. Delete me.
Sandler.
Brian.
Oh, Rob.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Stop, please. Please, no.
Yeah, I don't think a podcast can survive that.
Yeah, like someone's...
Alright, that's it. I'm deleting the podcast.
We just started!
And it's over.
Okay, well the thing is, if this actually goes up and people listen to it, that means we haven't deleted this because you could have just stopped the footage at any time.
I will delete a copy of it. I'll delete the second channel.
You'll do the
Fiction.
PewDiePie, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so we didn't... So, okay, Adam Sandler. When he's acting in other movies, he's fine. When he's acting in movies that he doesn't do for himself, he's pretty okay. Like
So,
those-
Punch Drunk Love, Funny People, Reign Over Me, and the Meyerowitz story.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Yeah, that's a recent one
Because
that's,
I-
like, it's by far the highest rated Adam Sandler
Because
film
I
of all time.
remember looking
It's like
at
89.
bit about it, and like the guy who wrote it's obviously got some thing about that. Who's that fucking famous guy for doing dialogue in theater? Like, no,
David Mamet?
Mammoth, yeah, Mammoth.
Oh, I'm a
Where
genius.
yeah, pretty much where it's just like they all talk over each other, and also because like they
Hey, it's Venom!
Yeah, but, like-
Hey, but...
no it's because
Could help me then.
No.
when
I zoned out. I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Well, like when like people are talking, because like the whole point is like they're telling each other stories, and it's like
Yeah.
a dad and like a kid trying to get along with each
Yeah.
other. But because they're so different, one person talks about another thing, and the other person's like, "Stop you right there! I want to talk about my thing."
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Oh, that's depressing," because they don't get along with each other, so they just keep trying to force their own shit into it. And it's like, oh, that's sad. And that's the whole movie.
You know what
Yeah,
else is
apparently
sad?
It's really fucking good. Apparently it's like the best Netflix movie.
Yeah. Wait, the best Netflix movie?
That's what a couple of reviews said.
Okay,
Like, the
what
best
is-
thing to come out of
What
Netflix.
is really the best thing? Okay,
Best
what?
movie, at least.
Okay, what would you say is the best thing come out of Netflix?
Beast of No Nation, dude.
Never even heard of that one.
Is that a movie?
Idris Elba one, isn't it? When he plays the
Oh, yeah. Like,
It-
people were mad, why did Idris Elba get an Oscar?
because
it was
it's
a fucking
yeah,
cinematic
'cause
movie.
it wasn't a cinematic movie. Because Netflix, which I think is kind of bullshit, by the way. If it's an hour and 30 minutes and it's structured like a movie, it's like the whole.
I mean, straight to TV or straight to video movies have never gotten...
I mean, I guess so, but like maybe. Then again, it'd be weird if they had like a straight to DVD section because it'd
Yeah.
all be shit. But like I think they should have because Netflix is now pretty generally high quality.
Yeah.
So I think they should have at least a Netflix section in like the awards just to be like, here's the Netflix film that should have won.
Oh, I just think they should be included, personally. Because if they are going to be as good as Idris Elba or Meyerowitz stories...
Well, why don't they just literally just give them like a shitty cinematic release for like 2 cinemas? Oh, there's some guy right behind us
Washing his hands.
washing his hands. We're like, oh, that's.
It's just a metaphor for Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
going
metaphor.
down the drain.
I don't know. Like they could have just done like a 2-minute, like a 2-theater cinematic release, and then they could have been fine. I don't know.
Okay, Google. Who is Adam Sandler?
I'm glad you're asking important
According
questions.
to Wikipedia, Adam Richard Sandler is an American actor, comedian, screenwriter, film producer, and musician.
Okay, it sounds really impressive when Google says all these things,
Yeah.
but then you look at his movies and you're just like, you're neither of these. You're none of these.
Look, Google can make anyone sound impressive. Okay, Google. Who is Tommy Wiseau?
According to Wikipedia, Tommy Wiseau is an American actor and filmmaker.
Okay, that actually makes him sound respectful. It's like he's an American filmmaker. I'm like,
Yeah.
we saw what that was.
Hey, Siri. Okay, Google. Who was Bicker Banter?
The silence is our answer.
But yeah, Adam Sandler films overall, I'm a fan.
Okay, my biggest thing about him is, the Adam Sandler bad movies aren't bad enough to be funny. Like Tommy, speaking of Tommy Wiseau, the reason The Room is bad is because it's bad in all the good ways.
Yeah, he tried to make a completely serious movie,
Yeah.
and to see them fuck that up is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, like it's bad in the ways that make you laugh. Like when Adam Sandler is bad, it's not good bad. It's like this is painful.
It's like I'm trying to be funny. You're like, good luck with that.
You want to know who actually reminds me a lot of Adam Sandler with one of his. Ouch. No, have you ever seen the fucking Seth MacFarlane movie 100 Ways to Die?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's worse than an Adam Sandler comedy.
I've heard very mixed things.
Except it's more like Adam Sandler. I will not like he seems like he's doing it for his friends, but he's not doing it for he's not doing it for himself. Seth MacFarlane done everything for it, right? And it felt like he pretty much wrote lines like, "Oh, Seth MacFarlane, you're so smart," and "Oh, Seth MacFarlane, the voice of reason comes in," and I'm just like, it's obvious you did this for yourself. Like Adam Sandler, I'm like, at least you want to do this to give his friends "Hey, Rob Schneider, I know you're not getting any work. You want to play the Twin Towers for this one bit?" But Seth MacFarlane, he gave Liam Neeson and all these actually good actors secondary roles, so he can play the main role, and he plays it badly. And I'm just just make Liam Neeson the main role. Why didn't you get the good actors to play the good roles?
I love how Liam Neeson, this Family Guy did a skit about, it's like Liam Neeson trying to not do an Irish accent. And he does, they animated him going, playing an American cowboy, but obviously falling into an Irish accent.
Yeah.
And Liam Neeson goes, I'll be in your cowboy movie.
Yeah.
But only if I can struggle doing American accent. I don't know why I did Nicolas Cage for that.
Yeah, that wasn't Nicolas Cage.
I didn't want to commit to trying to do Liam Neeson's voice.
Okay, so there is a rule with some actors, there are some actors that'll make any film they're in better. Like Denzel Washington, if you have him in a movie, it's already +1 on the score.
Yeah, but that's because he's very picky. He'll only do something if he thinks it's going to be great.
He's been in a lot of shit. I've seen
what?
he was in John Q, which I think was awful. He was in...
Yeah, but if from his point of view, if someone handed you the script of John Q and here's my ideas for it, you're going to be like, what a dumpster fire. They just fucked up in the process.
I think...
Not that I know enough about John Q to be like...
I think Denzel Washington chooses on what his part looks like. He doesn't read the rest of the script, he just reads his part and goes, nice. It's like the whole, how they got fucking Ben Kingsley to be in Blood Rain or some shit.
Yeah.
Because he was I just want to play a vampire, dude. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they get Denzel Washington that way. Nicolas Cage is a +1 or a -1, depending on what role he's in.
Nicolas Cage is now I'm going to close my eyes and point to a
But Adam Sandler is the weird one, because he's +1 when he's not directing it, and he's -2 when
he never directs. When he's
when he's producing it,
when Happy Madison is doing it.
Yeah, when Happy Madison does it, -2. When someone else is doing it, +1.
Yeah. Except for apparently the cobbler did awful.
Cobbler.
The shoe, he puts on the shoes, he turns to his dad, does
Cobbler. What was that?
I haven't seen it.
I don't.
Okay, Google. What is the Adam Sandler movie, The Cobbler?
Sadly.
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that yet.
Yeah, who the fuck is Adam Sandler?
Well, that's it. That you don't get to try that again. Thanks, Google. You cuck.
Okay, good.
I hear you're talking about Adam Sandler. Here's some dank music.
I do like how Google is now the 4th member of the podcast. And probably the funniest.
Oh, yeah, actually. Okay, Google. Tell me a dad joke.
2 muffins are in the oven. One says, "Gosh, it's hot in here." The other replies, "Oh my gosh, it's a talking muffin."
Why? Oh my gosh. oh, Jilly gosh.
Oh my gosh! Golly gosh darn!
Oh god!
No, I don't know. Even in G-rated movies, when people say gosh, I instantly cringe.
Yeah, no, me too.
It's okay, darn, I'm okay with, because an old dad would be like, oh, darn, because that's funny. But oh gosh is fuck off, just say God.
I like it in the musical Dogfight, because the main girl is very innocent. She's like, oh my gosh, and sings the whole, it's annoying, because she sings a song where she says it 50 times.
Yeah.
But then later on, she's like, why do you swear all the time? It's because it's fun! And and then the waiter comes over, and she's like, alright, I'll take the fucking beans and the shitting salad, and it's the best fun of the whole show.
What's this?
Dogfight. The musical.
Dogfight.
All right, I'm looking that up on the good old YouTube.
You should. They played it locally a couple months ago, man. I wish you saw it with me.
Yeah.
It was fucking excellent.
So, hold on, I've got some very important information here.
What?
1989 was a very good year.
The first Adam Sandler
First
movie.
Adam Sandler movie.
Going
Going Overboard.
I've never
An
seen it.
hour and 39 minutes. IMDb has it rated at 1.9 out of 10 stars.
It's too high. That's the
shit.
movie everyone hated. That's Adam Sandler admitted. He said he had access to a ship, so he just wanted to film him and his friends hanging out on a ship with beautiful women.
Wow, it's like
He
the
says, it's not a low-budget movie, it's a no-budget movie.
it's like an original sin kind of thing, where it's just like, this is where Adam Sandler's sins start off.
This was before he was even on Saturday Night Live. He was only 23 when he did that.
Really?
Yeah, younger than me.
Okay, one thing I will give Adam Sandler, at least he's not fucking Eddie Murphy. Like, Eddie Murphy fucking jumped off the face of the earth.
What's that?
What?
And
What's that?
What are you
Skippy?
trying to
What's that?
point my
Skippy?
direction to?
Guys, I just got to cut you off here for a second. I need to read a message from our sponsors now.
Okay.
Okay, fine. We'll read you a message from
Alright.
the sponsors.
Time to read a
I will
message.
get you that message from the sponsors.
Alright, well, sorry, we just have to call our sponsors up to see what the message was.
Alright,
read us-
guys. So a message from our sponsors for the Bicker Banter podcast. Hi, I'm Jared Sleeman. You may remember me from such beta banner series as Crash Bandicoot. And literally all the fucking rest of them. Just so you know, this podcast was sponsored by Slum's Kitchen. Slum's Kitchen. If it's cooked by Slum, you're gonna vom. Donate to Slum's Kitchen now and we'll throw in the entirety of Adam Sandler's filmography. Every movie from 2006 onwards, anyway. Everyone's favorite Sandler period. Peace out, hombres.
Alright.
Hey Google. Bruh.
I mean, it's not going to say anything, you just got to keep going. You just,
Siri goes, bloop.
yeah.
Siri cares about
Sorry,
me.
I don't know how to help with that. I'm
Yeah,
still
well,
learning.
that's right, Google.
Yeah.
What Siri are you?
That Siri does it. Yeah, why does no one care about me? I can't help with that. Anyway,
What
well,
the fuck are you just munching on a carrot?
did you just get a random carrot and you didn't share it with the rest of the
That's
class?
not even you're disgusting.
Oh.
Oh, fucking hell. No! Anyway, the discussion I want to talk about is about, like, writing for the difference between males and females
Like,
in
okay,
media.
question. Is it a female writer?
No, the characters.
Or you, okay, so if I was to write a female, what would the difference between me being writing for a male and writing for a female?
Yeah, or anyone.
Okay, why are you bringing up that discussion? Like, what's
Like,
like,
it's something I'm thinking about often when I'm watching anything, really. Like, alright, the sitcom Friends tries to really cater for both.
yeah.
I think it does a pretty good job overall, but it's really interesting just to think about how the thought process will go into writing
Yeah.
each one based on what gender they are. I often watch Friends and imagine the genders swapped around.
Yeah.
And, like, the pregnancy episodes are hard, but as you can imagine, my mind has to do some thinking there.
Yeah.
But, and then, like, imagine other stories based on gender and if they were switched around.
See, I think the biggest difference would be that, okay, for instance, if a male character has something, it depends on what thing people will find annoying. So if a guy is whiny, they're more likely to find the guy annoying if she was a girl.
Yeah.
So if it was a girl, you could be a little bit more whiny and emotional. People are like, oh, this is girls.
Yeah.
But if you're a guy, they'll be like, fucking shut up.
Yeah.
Like, I think you have leeway with some aspects and not as much leeway with others.
Yeah, you notice stuff like that. Like, I bring it back to Dogfight the Musical, where it's literally about a bunch of Marine guys inviting the ugliest girls they can find to the dogfight, and whoever gets the ugliest wins the bet.
Yeah.
But when you look at it from the main girl's point of view, it's heartbreaking, because she's like,
People like
supposedly
me.
this shy, not particularly attractive girl.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, the guy makes me feel pretty.
Yeah.
And then she finds out, and then the audience start crying because she's like,
it's
shit.
It's cruel. It's fucking way too cruel.
now if you swap that, you've got the bitchiest females in the universe.
Yeah,
But we're more, like, I think we're more inclined to feel sorry for the girl as opposed to how we are for a
yeah,
guy.
I think you're more likely to this is going to sound terrible. You're more likely to pity girls with some things.
Yeah.
But you're more likely to understand guys. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, okay, if, like, one thing I've always noticed is there's a lot of, like, you know, action movies where there's, like, okay, an action movie, a guy does all this shit, and then, like, for some things, like, Lara Croft and, like, Salt, you know, the Angelina Jolie Salt.
Yeah.
It wasn't good because everyone was just like, you're just trying to force something that doesn't work. Like, a girl can do many things, but, like, a girl cannot beat a 6'5" Russian dude in a fight. It's not realistic, no one listens to it. And, like, I don't know, but the thing is, like, I think men write men better and women write women better. You can try both,
Yeah.
but if you see a dude writing a chick or you see a chick writing a dude, expect it to not be 100% right. Expect it to be seen through a lens of bias.
Like, at the end of the day, we are just writing people.
Yeah.
Like, there's no doubt, like, why don't you write females? I'm writing people the way I see people.
Yeah, yeah.
Not, I'm a girl, therefore it must be pity.
Yeah, like, for instance, there are not many stories...
But because of just so many just ways of thinking.
There's nuances
because
and
of
stuff
society,
like
because
that.
of whatever it is that warps our mind to have the genders be different.
Yeah.
Alright, so like you're judged if you write
Yeah.
a female character who's a massive cunt or you're saying women are cunts?
Yeah. I get what you mean. Because, like, I don't know, I think my idea of it is, like, if you have a basic character, like, if you just, like, I just want to put a character in there, it's just a dude. Dudes are default characters. Like, you just need, like, if you need someone to be...
they are for us.
Yeah, like, but for instance, if I write a cunt, I have to write as a dude. Because, like, a dude can be anything. But if I write as a girl, or, like, in a way, I'm saying all girls are like this. But if I write a guy, it's just a guy being a cunt. If I'm writing a girl being a cunt, all girls are cunts.
Yeah.
And that's because, number one, there's not many roles for females. So every role that is actually for a female, it's very like, what is this trying to say? Because it's not
You made it female for a reason.
Yeah, it's obviously you've made it female for a reason, otherwise you just make it a dude, because that's the normal one. But, I don't know, and like, there's some things that are more understood if you're a dude, and not as much as if you're a girl. Like, if you have a character who's really aggressive, they won't like it if you're a chick, because they'll just be like, well, now she's just a bitch, isn't she?
Yeah.
But if it's just a dude, it's like, oh, it's just a dude being aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what do you think, Sleeman?
I think I have the solution.
What?
Gotta say. That's chill.
Just crunch?
Crunching on carrots, that's gonna...
Okay, what's your solution?
Hey guys, let's do a podcast, says Sleeman. I'm just gonna munch on the carrots while you two talk about controversial subjects.
Yeah, give us give us a fucking life raft or something, man. We're drowning in the hate here. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, Google. Play Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force.
That'll solve the problem.
Alright, Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force. Playing on Google Play Music.
Can't wait to get demonetized.
I'm gonna stop. It's not even doing it yet. It's not even doing it, Sleeman. You're just looking at me munching that carrot.
It might be a metaphor because Google's clearly a woman's voice.
Oh,
Sleeman, you meta genius.
I don't know. Well, that like, I think,
and because like in the fire and flames, that's hell because women are hell. That's what Google's trying to say.
I think
not me.
Look,
Google.
I think just based on the fact that it's pretty 50-50 for men and women, that like, if you you should have it equal, but also be very careful what negative traits you associate with women, because otherwise you're associating all women with those traits.
Yeah, which is weird.
Like it's a weird thing. It's a weird, and also we're three guys talking about this, so we might be wrong, but also
lots of diversity going on around here.
Yeah, like, but the thing is like,
you got me.
Okay, I've seen women talk about dudes, and like, holy shit. Okay, Sex in the City, for instance, we're all just cum dumpsters, dude. we're just cum receptacles.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they write the women like all they want is shoes, shopping, and sex, and they love money, and they love fucking up men.
Me love boy.
And that was all women writing stuff.
Yeah.
But then again, that was probably based on like, oh well, men told women to do that. I don't know. It's one of those things where like, if you're writing for the agenda that isn't your own, you're gonna fuck it up just because you don't know what the fuck they're doing. Maybe they have secret meetings behind their back, and all they do is talk about like, vegetables or something. I don't know. Like, who knows? It's like,
Double standards.
yeah, I don't know. It's like double standards for everyone. Like, if you're writing for a different gender, just make it either very... Like, make it a character that could be played by any gender,
Yeah.
or make it a very... Like, for instance, Alien, for example. You couldn't have Ripley be a dude, because the whole thing is...
That was the OG idea.
Written as gender neutral. They never had a gender figure.
I know, but like, there's certain
Yeah,
things
like,
that...
just where I was like, clearly it's gonna be a dude.
Yeah.
And like, you're a fucking female.
Yeah, but like...
Have some fun with this.
But like, the thing is, like, for instance, if
Shake it up,
if you
Ridley.
deal with the terms of motherhood or something like that, you have to deal with women.
Or a pregnancy
Concepts
episode
brought
of
in
Friends.
from the sequel, not from the original.
Oh, I know, but like, I'm just saying, like, if you deal with feminine topics, talk about like, but like, for instance, most topics are gender neutral. Like, for instance, if you have something like they're going on an adventure,
Yeah.
that could be fucking anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone can have an adventure.
If it's going to be
Yeah.
someone eating a carrot on a podcast.
Yeah, just
Okay. Here's the ultimate debate that I'm feeling right now with like male and female protagonists in the writing in Star Wars.
start. Yeah,
That everybody's hating Rey because she's like a Mary Sue, and it's like
We want a Marty Sue, damn it.
well, like the thing is, I think that shows the lack of tolerance when it comes to traits that men can have and traits that women can't have.
everybody's hating the sequels.
Women can't be overly competent,
Yeah.
but like the thing is,
So stupid.
but also the same thing is Ray does a lot of things that even I'm a bit like, Ray, you're being like, for instance, like there's this bit in the Force Awakens where like they're running and Finn grabs her and she's like, "Don't touch me." I'm a bit like, I
think that's towards the start when
I know.
she doesn't know this guy.
I know, but it's a very general thing, but also at the same time, I know, like, as a writer, I know a writer did that specifically for that reason. They did that for a reason of, like, she is a
Don't call
female.
yourself a writer. You
What?
put words down on paper.
Well,
You're not a
I-
writer.
Well,
That's what a writer is, yeah. Well, like, the thing is, like, you don't even...
Steven, don't call yourself a carrot eater.
Yeah.
You're eating a carrot.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, like, you don't even have to be a writer to understand that, like, that's what they were trying to do. It doesn't matter if a man...
I mean, that's your take on it.
Well, like, I think-
That's pretty subjective.
Yeah, it's pretty subjective, but I think what they did was
Yeah.
pretty much spelled it out that, like, no, this chick does not want a dude helping her out. But I think they were just like,
That's why she went to the island where there's only one dude, and she was like, help me out.
well, I mean, that's because it's Luke Skywalker. Like, if it's just some random stormtrooper dude, she's like, oh, fuck you, I don't need no man. If it's Luke Skywalker, I need that man. Like, you know?
She doesn't need a man, she needs the man.
The man, like, I don't know, there's
Classic female.
No,
I'm kidding.
no, my favorite thing is there's always, like, I've always noticed this thing in romantic comedies where the girl's like, I don't need anything, I'm happy by myself, men suck, and then the one man comes along, she's like, well, I guess I love men now. Like, that's...
Yeah, but that's like a lot of men are like that.
Oh, yeah, like
the gender stereotypes are stereotypes. But
they're stereotypes for
believe it
people.
or not, we're people.
Yeah.
Like, I have a lot of female
Fuck
qualities.
off.
I have female friends who have a lot of, like, typically male qualities.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, I just think
So,
that...
whenever you write, like, if a woman's like, me love boy, guess what? A lot of women love boy. If you write a woman who's like, I'm a cunt, guess what? A lot of women are cunts.
Yeah.
If you write a man who's like, give me the pussy,
Yeah.
a lot of men want the pussy.
However,
if you write a man who's like, I respect women.
Yeah. However, at
That's
the,
just pure
at-
fiction.
at-
Yeah.
at-
That doesn't exist.
at the same time, though,
Right.
you gotta be, like... For instance, just because it's in real life doesn't mean... Like, if someone just had a
I'll be
character...
right back.
Okay, if someone had just a character in their thing that all his purpose was to be like, I respect women,
Yeah.
doesn't matter if that's a real person in
Yeah,
real
no.
life, I'd be fucking annoyed by that character.
Yeah, that's just bad writing regardless of the gender.
Yeah, just because it's realistic doesn't mean it's good. Like, I don't know, like I said, there's a lot of things that you're more willing to accept from a male protagonist than a female protagonist, and
Slim came back with another fucking carrot.
you're not gonna give me any?
What's up, Doc? Oh, shit. Oh, I'm glad you're doing this on their podcast. That's hilarious.
man, they'll hear that. I'm taking the rest of this
So I
carrot.
just shoved it down his throat, and now it's his carrot.
I don't know, like, I don't think there's really any thing you can really do except write more women, and eventually it'll even itself out, because more people will be like, okay, I'm used to women in stories.
Yeah.
Because, like, this, like, I don't know, there's, like, the thing is, it seems like they're overcompensating by making powerful women in stories by making them overtly, like, aggressively
Yeah, I
powerful.
don't think they have the right powerful women for the sake of writing powerful women. I just want that stuff to come out naturally.
Yeah, like
You know what I mean?
yeah, like Ripley came out naturally because like
If it works for the story that you're telling and the characters that you're writing,
Yeah.
then make your character a woman, make your main character a woman.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing because it shouldn't fucking matter
yeah,
at all. These are individual, like, if you're writing good, all of your characters are individual people.
Yeah.
yeah,
And they are the way they are because that is the way this person is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what, like, so if you're writing for a fucking rom-com or something
Yeah.
about two heterosexuals, yeah, their gender's kind of important.
Yeah.
Star
Yeah.
Wars, not particularly.
No.
yeah. Star Wars, no one's gonna be like, I'm a woman. Like everyone's just like, we're fighting fucking Darth Vader and clan. We don't really care. Like,
Yeah.
like if it's a saving the world sort of story, gender shouldn't really matter.
I find it funny that with the new Star Wars movies, they're like, we need to fight the lack of diversity in Star Wars movies. Last Jedi, half the cast is female. There's still only one black guy in this entire galaxy, though, but whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you can't cater to every single
you can't get
minority that exists.
yeah, because
in
like.
one
Because, like,
franchise.
eventually, if like the thing is, if you cater for every single minority, it seems like you're catering to, like, it's not, like, okay, people are different, but, for instance, like, if you have the whole cast be gay, unless they're in the gay community, right, it doesn't make sense for them all to be gay. Some of them should be, yeah, because that makes sense. But if all of them are, then it's just a bit like you're overly catering to it. He's looking at me intense.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I feel like if you make, like, unless it's a specific story that needs that, like, for instance, Rent with, like, out gay people is dumb. But, like, if it's Star Wars and everyone was gay, I'd be like, I see what you're going for.
Sexuality isn't that. That's, like, they're acting. They're not going to be like,
Oh, yeah, it's not
hey,
good.
that guy likes dick. Put him in the dick-liking role.
They're just like in the audition.
That's
goes
an
to-
entire character.
So, what's your character?
I like dick.
Well, okay. Like, for instance, there was that thing with Mass Effect Andromeda where there was this massive controversy where pretty much the first time you talk to this person, they come out, they say, yeah, I used to be a dude. And like,
Wow.
you don't even ask for it. You're just like, so why did you come to the Andromeda Galaxy?
Oh,
I used
I'm a
to be-
vegan.
Yeah, I'm a vegan pretty much. Like,
A CrossFit.
there's like a forced, there's like a forced amount of like diversity. Like, if diversity is natural, it'll just happen.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
And that's why,
What?
ooh, do I...
Hmm?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Really?
That was a very notable amount of... Like, I'm cool with it. Everyone's saying how dare black and Asian people be in movies.
See,
The
I
scum.
didn't like Parker's friend in that.
I like Parker's
What?
friend.
It was just you!
No, I didn't like Parker. I did like
He was
Parker's
just you
friend.
with Sweeting's hobbies.
No, I did like Parker's friend. I didn't like Flash Thompson being a small
Yeah.
Indian.
No,
Yeah, I
I
didn't
loved
like that
Ned.
either.
Flash Thompson, that was a...
I was just
very
like,
bad-
Flash Thompson's supposed to be.
I was watching that and I was like, this guy is meant to be Agent Venom.
Yeah.
No! That's never gonna happen. In this universe,
I-
that would never fucking
No,
I
happen.
don't know him as the big dumb jock.
Yeah, no, he's supposed to be a
Bully.
big dumb jump. Yeah, a big dumb.
Marvel jump!
No, but like, he's supposed to be the biggest, dumbest, like, jock in the world. He's supposed to be like blonde and like attractive and be like, where the bitch is at. The small Indian dude is like, Peter!
Who's like...
This is your last chance, Parker.
Isn't he like science team?
Yeah, he's like the he's
Oh,
like
it was
the
on the fucking
maths team.
There wasn't maths team. It was spelling. There was
Spelling.
a spelling bee.
Spelling bee. Yeah. Oh fuck! What a pussy slayer.
Like, even the
I also
Indian-
really didn't
Actually,
like that
are
was
we-
fucking MJ in that movie. You
Really?
cannot look me in the eye and tell me that's fucking Mary Jane.
Apparently, because her name isn't Mary Jane. in
No,
the-
but then at the end she's like, "Oh,
yeah,
I'm
MJ.
MJ."
But isn't MJ a completely separate character from Mary Jane?
No,
I
He
don't
calls her MJ.
No, look, they might do the whole Batman versus Superman thing, where it's like actually it was Lex Luthor Jr. But the thing
It
is,
was M Junior.
but the thing is, most people aren't really fighting against that, which I understand.
MJ, why'd you say that name?
But like, I don't know, it's like one of those things where it's just like, I see where you're coming from, but like, look, the thing is, the original universe still exists, so I don't mind them doing a little bit different for this
yeah,
universe.
but the thing is,
But this is also the one
when
I'm
it,
going
when
to see
it comes
the most.
to the movies, this is now the definitive Spider-Man. You know,
Yeah,
because it's part of the MCU, one of the biggest cinematic events
Yeah.
in history. Always will be one of the biggest things that has ever happened. And that's just
because that's how people are going to view that superhero now. They're going to be like,
Yeah.
why is Flash Thompson white in the comics? I'm like, he was always
Yeah.
white. Well, that's like the whole
Yeah,
Nick
but is
Fury
that
thing.
that matters?
Well, like, no, it doesn't matter, but the thing is, like, it's
Like,
not,
at least I'm glad
Okay,
that
yeah, Nick Fury wasn't black until Samuel L. Jackson.
but I'm cool with that.
David Hasselhoff played Nick Fury because
Yeah.
But then again, like, that doesn't, like, Nick Fury isn't a character that needed to be any colour.
yeah.
Like, he's,
I mean, none of them do, and that's why like the diversity
Like,
is really
the-
cool
yeah.
in Spider-Man
Yeah.
and Star Wars because they weren't written white guy here, please.
yeah, and then they're just like, oh, black guy's here.
Like the
Fuck
fact
it.
that there's so many like Asian and all that,
Hmm.
it means because they can,
I would tie that
and that's a
to
good thing.
creating characters, not adapting existing ones.
Yeah.
When it comes to adapting characters that already exist and are kind of beloved and have a lot of history about them, don't change them.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it
my
needs
biggest-
to be those characters.
My biggest problem
Because
with...
if like Scarlett Johansson gets in Ghost in the Shell, I'm like, what the fuck would you cast a white in that? Like, fair enough,
Yeah.
but in all complete fairness, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't make
Yeah.
it like a fucking, I don't know, Family Guy movie adaptation and cast Jackie Chan as Peter Griffin.
I'd see that, though.
Oh, would I?
No, I'd watch that just for the joke.
No. You just say it's set in that one world where Japan beat America and Lois, and Lois is like worshipping Peter's balls and then whacks her. Yeah, that.
That's a good
Speaking of
episode.
diversity and yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of those
you
things.
enjoying carrot?
I am enjoying my carrot.
Carrots are really nice. I forgot how much I love
The
carrots.
crunch is satisfying.
Yeah,
Yeah, typical man loving carrots.
I don't know. Is there any
phallic imagery.
Is there any end? Is there any end like note that we want to end this on?
I'd like to bring up how, like, a good example is your stage play, Magnum Opus. How you originally written the two main characters as two dudes,
Yeah.
Max and Kyle.
Yeah.
And then somebody misread Kyle as Kylie and just started reading as if it was a female and then found out later
Yeah.
on, like, this is a really good female role. You're
I'm
like,
like, fuck it,
what the
sure.
fuck you talking about? He's like,
And
no, change it to be a
No,
female.
it really does work with Kyle as
Yeah.
Kylie.
But and yeah, props
Because,
to,
like, the thing
props
is-
to your writing for not writing, I am boy.
Yeah.
What matters about my character is my peen.
However, but that's like one of the things, especially in theatre, especially, there are not many good female roles. And that's the biggest thing. That's why people are writing female roles, because there aren't that many good ones there. There are some that are good, but most of them are just like, I'm girl, where's fun? I hate fun. Like, I don't blame someone for being like, I'm writing female roles. And I think we're going to end it on that. Female roles are good because there's not enough and we need more.
Actually, we've got another message from our sponsors.
Oh, okay.
I think
Um,
there's, like, when it comes to at least local theatre, there's an influx of female performers.
But no
it's hard to
female
find
roles.
males.
Yeah, no female roles for all the females, so they're like, we're all chorus now.
So, yeah, Lovell's going to read our...
I'm going to read a sponsor. This podcast was brought to you by Darth Jar Jar. It's canon, fuck you, cuff. Jar Jar is an Guys, don't laugh, this is the sponsor.
Stop canon.
Jar Jar is an entirely CGI character. Everything he does in Phantom Menace was done on purpose for a reason. The amount of evidence behind this theory is overwhelming. I won't get into it here, but you should seriously look it up. It'll change how you see the prequels, or at least Episode 1. Darth Jar Jar. Misa bet you didn't see that coming. And I can't read the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm just happy knowing it's your copy.
Yes, just that you're going to be much longer there?
Why are they carrots on the bench?
Because I was eating.
Okay, Google. Why is my penis not big?
Sorry, I don't understand.
No one understands. Alright, Google, I need you to help me introduce the new topic. Okay, Google, can you please play the Friday the 13th main title sequence music, please?
Alright, here's a YouTube playlist called Friday the 13th, 1980 soundtrack.
At least you said please.
Is this what it is?
No, they're playing fucking Matrix.
So, recently, I've been binging through the Friday the 13th
Shut the music up.
franchise.
Google!
Okay, Google, shut the fuck up!
Please. Okay, continue.
So, recently...
Okay, Google! Please be quiet.
That's quiet.
Anyway, continue, Sleeman. You gotta be nice to OK Google. It's OK Google, not fuck off Google.
It's okay to be Google.
It's
It's going to pick up on this.
It's okay to vote Google.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I don't know. Shut up, Google.
Okay, so recently I've been binging through the Friday the 13th film franchise.
That's an unlucky number. Don't hurt me. No one will
But
see.
it's a good day. TGIF.
Anyway, go on.
So I've sat through from the original to Jason Goes to Hell, which is number 9.
Yeah.
And I've still got to watch Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, and the remake.
Okay, and what do you want to discuss about it?
Just the franchise and like classic horror films and horror films in general. But
Okay,
we'll start off through Friday the 13th. So, I stand by parts 1 through 5 are good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them quite a bit. Horvat hates every single one of them.
Hate all of them.
I think 6 is not good. That's Jason Lives.
Yeah.
7 is interesting because that one's got the psychic in it, and it was like I shouldn't like it, but it was Carrie versus Jason, and they did an interesting enough stuff in it with like the psychiatrist and everything that it was just different enough that it got my attention and I enjoyed it. Then part 8 is Jason Takes Manhattan, which
Is that
is
the
just
ship one?
Oh yeah,
just
Jason
fucking
does
awful.
that.
It's just Jason goes to the Big Apple and he's there for about 10 minutes and he dies like a little bitch.
Okay, my general stance on it is back in the day it probably was really good. However, because horror needs to shock people,
Yeah.
if it's something that is old, it isn't as scary because it doesn't shock anymore. Horror needs to shock you and to scare you. If I know what's coming, I'm not scared.
Oh, okay.
Jordan Peele was right.
Yeah.
Horror and comedy aren't that different.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to shock people into a reaction. Comedy and horror are not dissimilar because you need to make people react unconsciously.
Yeah, and Friday the 13th isn't funny, so I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not funny, and well, of course, it's
No,
not.
I'm making it.
No, but like also it's like it's not scary anymore because it's a bit old. It sets up stuff that's happened so much because you've seen every movie that it's like that took after it and they've done it better. So going back to Friday the 13th
Yeah.
isn't funny.
As you call
or
it, the
good.
Seinfeld effect.
Yeah, it's the Seinfeld effect. It was fun. It was good at its time, but now it's not because everyone
Like, I
stole
think
from
it's a
it.
bad example because I still think
Oh,
Seinfeld's
it's-
one of the best
Yeah,
ones.
Seinfeld's still good, but like it loses some of its effect because everyone stole from Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's not as great as it once was.
Yeah.
Like, we think it's really good now, but if we watch it back then, because it's the fucking
Yeah.
best
While
television.
Seinfeld's still good, Friday the 13th is not.
So who's the killer in each individual Friday film?
Well, spoilers.
It doesn't matter.
No one cares. No,
Yeah.
it does matter. It's the fucking plot of the movie.
Yeah, I know, but like the thing is, no one can like if you're looking for a plot for a horror movie, it's either going to be very basic and you execute it well, or it doesn't matter. Because literally, the whole point of it is
Yeah, man, the plot of the thing doesn't matter at all. It's just, the entire fucking movie.
yeah. Well, the thing is not like a full-on horror
It is,
slasher.
it's a horror movie.
Yeah, I know, but Friday the 13th is a horror slasher, so therefore
Yeah,
it's just like
it's a slasher film.
yeah.
Plot's still important.
Look,
Just tell the writers that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's like the Saw movies. People don't go to the Saw movies to be like, I wonder what Jigsaw's doing. They're just like, I want to see what fucking death trap they're going so I can get my big peen hard.
Which is what he's doing.
Yeah. But still, it's like...
Yeah, but that's what he's doing every
Yeah,
time, and that's
yeah,
why
the-
you go see the movie.
it-
I
it's
wonder
like-
what
it's
What he's
crazy...
doing
No,
for
it's-
free movies
it's like
and
it's like-
everyone else.
It's like Bugs Bunny. No one fucking gives a shit on the Bugs Bunny
Don't you fucking dare talk shit about my
Okay,
boy
you two have just
Bugs.
been munching on carrots the whole time.
Okay. It's
Okay,
like,
no, so the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie isn't Jason, it's Jason's mother.
And I think it was a really bad movie because it relied on this big plot twist that it was this person was the killer the whole time, who doesn't show up until 20 seconds before she's revealed as the killer.
Yeah.
that's yeah. A
It's
good.
like, I wonder which character it is. Oh, hi, I'm here. By the way, I'm the killer.
well, that's the difference.
Oh,
that's the
sorry.
difference between new Sherlock and old Sherlock. You know, like old, like as in old Sherlock Holmes, as in the books and stuff. They gave you all the clues to figure it out by yourself if you were smart enough, and then Sherlock comes in and goes, "Actually, here's what actually happened." And when he explains it, you're like, "That makes sense." New Sherlock, he just comes up with information he pulls out of his ass and goes, and that's the
Almost
ending.
like Stephen Moffat isn't a fucking good
Yeah,
writer.
but that's the thing. That's how to make a bad twist. You just pull the twist out of your ass and like, there we go, that's the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like if
that-
it was a good movie, it'd have the
it has
mother the
something
whole
to do.
time.
Yeah.
She'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a main character.
I can agree with that. I would.
That's probably it. I probably would have at least liked it if they had that.
Yeah. Then the second one is Jason. He's not wearing the hockey mask this time. He's got the potato sack on his head.
Yeah.
Wow.
When was the hockey mask introduced again?
Third one.
Okay.
It was like one of his first victims in the third one. Then he puts the hockey mask on because they wanted an iconic look for him, I fucking guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
But you're right about at least the fifth one had the plot twist where it...
The fifth one I actually think is really well done because it was like... It's not... Okay, no, so the guy Sean S. Cunningham or whatever, the guy who like made the original movie, he was like, plot in a horror film is like plot in a porno. It's expected to be there, but it's not important.
Yeah.
I can agree with that for like these movies, but I still think plot. It's your plot and your characters need to be your driving force of these movies.
It depends on, like, for instance, Alien. That needed a plot. Friday the 13th, not as much.
Still needs one.
Yeah, I know.
I still need to care about what's happening.
Yeah,
But it
same.
need, but
And I
like,
did.
but like
That's
the
why
thing
I
is,
like
Friday the 13th needs the porno plot, while Aliens needs the plot. You know?
I mean, that doesn't mean that it can't have a good plot.
Oh no, it like
it should have.
yeah,
a
like
good
like
plot.
the thing is like I'm not saying that.
Jordan Peele says comedy and horror are the same. I think I mean porn and horror are the
Well,
same.
like the thing is like it's more along the lines of things should have a good plot. However, at the same times, a lot of movies plot is like one of the least important things. Like for instance, video game writing is so bad because the writing itself.
You're meant
is
to be a writer. Stop defending things that are shit.
No, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't always work as writing is the big thing, because most of the time it's the studio being like, we need another Friday the 13th movie. Writers force this in. And, to be honest...
I imagine that's what happened with Jason going to Manhattan.
Yeah. But, like, the thing is, like, for a horror movie, the plot isn't important. The atmosphere, the scares...
Psycho.
Yeah.
One of the all-time classic horror films with one of the best twists of all time.
Yeah.
Saying that that's not important?
No, I'm saying it's important, but also not every horror movie is about the plot. It's about individual scares that kind of, in a way, lead to a kind of overarching plot. But if you just went by, like, thing by thing, you'd be like, this doesn't make sense, it's obvious. Like, for instance, Love the movie, but there are bits in there that didn't make narrative sense.
Which one?
The new one.
The new one.
Yeah. There was a bit that
Really,
didn't...
that was really praised for having
No.
a great story.
It did, but also it had a horror great story where it's like
Yeah.
the story diverged a little bit just so they could be like, and here, and yeah, they had bits where it's like, boo! And that was the plot. Like, for instance, the bit where he goes into the library and like he goes downstairs and then the guy without no head just goes after him. Like, that doesn't need to be there. It didn't need to
The
happen.
kids need to be terrorized.
No, the
like
kids need to be
Pennywise.
terrified, but the thing is,
They
terrorize...
because the audience had to be terrorized.
Yeah, no, because
We
like...
also need to establish what these characters' fears are.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
but also like the thing is like sometimes they go scares over plot, and like if someone was like, I care more about scares than plot, I wouldn't be like, how fucking dare you?
By memory, I don't think there was any scares in that movie that...
Sacrifice plot.
The only time
I haven't
that
seen
the
it.
scares didn't progress forward, either the audience's information on these characters, the characters' arcs, or establishing like anything else in the movie, would have been when they killed a punk. Like, which was like a death of an antagonist figure in the movie.
See, I think they were like I think they had the script, right? For it. They had the script for it and they were like, this is good. And then they were just like, there's nothing really happening in between these 20 minutes. The audience will get bored because it's a horror movie. They need to be scared.
Okay, I can imagine that.
That is what I think horror movie suffers from. And it's not it's like, that's where scares go over plot. And that's why I think plot is not as important to horror, because it's more like, keep the audience guessing.
But a good
At
horror
any
movie,
cost.
a good horror movie would do that.
Yeah, a good
Like,
horror
I don't
movie...
blame them for being, we need to cater to our audience. It's all because it's a horror movie. Let's give them the.
But that's why I think
Same time.
horror movies
That's why Get Out-
fail a lot, because, like, if they had to pick one, they choose scares over plot, and then if they can get the other one back to the same standard as scares, they'll do it. But if you don't have enough time, you don't have enough time.
No, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Friday.
Yeah.
Jason
That's
gets
the next one.
introduced with the second one.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Then he's the villain in every movie after, essentially.
Yeah.
Takes them 3 movies to actually kill him.
Yeah.
He's introduced in the second one.
Yeah.
He gets beaten in the second and third one, and
Yeah.
then he actually gets properly killed in the fourth one. So, in the fourth one, they introduced the character Tommy Jarvis as like a little kid, and he appears in like 2 more films after this, and he's kind of like the closest you can get to like a main protagonist in the Friday franchise.
Mm-hmm.
When he's a little kid, he's the one who like kills Jason.
Yeah.
And then in the 5th one, he's got a lot of like PTSD about that, because clearly he went up against Jason. That's fucking traumatizing.
Yeah.
And he goes to like this little like mental asylum place that's a little bit isolated, and it's all about like healing up and everything.
That sounds kind of lame, to be
Yeah.
honest.
No. And then when he's there, there's this fat guy who was like really annoying, and he gets killed by one of the other inmates, and then that other inmate gets like sent away by the police, and then Jason starts doing shit
Friday
again.
the 13th seems like the same kind of horror which Final Destination is, where it's like you pit every.
Except they're different.
Well, I mean,
I
no,
prefer Final Destination.
well, like it's more like this. You get 5 annoying characters, yeah.
Mm.
You make them annoying as possible, and and pretty much the whole movie is tension because they're going to die, and you're just seeing when they're going to die.
Yeah, fair.
So that's pretty because pretty much all the characters in Friday the 13th movie should die,
Yeah.
and it's like there should be maybe one person who gets out there for the next movie to immediately die for the next movie.
That happened in the first one.
Yeah,
That's a common trope.
that is a
Yeah.
common trope. Like they survive the first movie to die immediately in the sequel, in like the first 10 minutes.
Tommy never dies.
Yeah.
No, in all 3 movies that he's in, he never dies.
Yes.
In the 5th
He
one,
is the immortal.
you're constantly just going, is it Jason? I couldn't pick it. I was like, did Jason just come back?
Yeah.
Is it Tommy? Has he got like an extra personality that spanned out of him fighting Jason?
See, that just feels too convoluted too. Can't you just make it guy kill thing? People go, ah!
You just complained that horror movies don't have plot, and now you're getting mad at them for
No,
having
I'm
plot.
not. I'm not complaining that they don't have plot. I'm complaining that they have bad plot. If you're gonna have a plot, might as well like try.
They did. That's what this movie was.
They have
Not a good
PTSD.
try.
They have PTSD, and then is he actually?
He's one of the characters.
No, he has PTSD, and then is Jason real Jason, or actually not Jason from, or is he Jason Derulo, the third Jason? Like that doesn't sound compelling at all. It's just like which Jason? is? Like pretty much just. If you have a horror movie, my best advice is keep it as simple as possible and just tell it well. Do not involve too many elements. Just keep one element, keep one demon, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and just make it as simple as possible, and then just...
Jason pretty much is a fucking demon, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the last one, Jason Goes to Hell, is the fucking worst, and I hate it, and if you've seen it, you know why, and if you defend it, fuck you.
Is it because he goes to hell? And
He gets...
Because you're
Okay, no,
Christian?
so the opening is there's this chick and she's at Camp Crystal Lake, and then she like goes inside and she gets naked, and then there's Jason,
Yeah.
and then Jason chases her for a while,
Yeah.
and then she does a big fucking barrel roll jump, and then out comes this whole fucking SEAL Team 6, and they've got machine guns and they're firing on Jason.
Yeah.
Some fucking mini guns going. They got big fucking powerful lights going down on him.
Yeah.
Airstrike comes in and blows him up, and he's like hard on the ground. His limbs are everywhere. His head's off.
Okay, so someone who doesn't like Jason, that sounds fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Just like Jason's like, I'm gonna kill everyone, just the SEAL Team 6 comes in and nukes them.
Yeah. And then the next scene is there's the guy doing the autopsy on Jason's body, and in the
There's
heart
nothing left, there's...
No, there's like little pieces.
They
and there
nuked
was
him,
the
didn't
heart. No, they didn't nuke him. They just dropped a bomb on him.
That's...
It wasn't a big bomb. It was just. Like,
it wasn't a big bomb, it
Oh,
only
they
like...
like flicked it at him.
Yeah, like...
It was like North Korea gave him a bomb, and they were like, "Yeah, well, cool, we'll use this."
I mean, yeah, but like, still, even if it was a small bomb, if I was in the initial impact zone, I'd still be paced.
Oh, let's like.
no,
yeah, let's
let's look at the body and see what happened.
Yeah, just like...
At any rate, this guy like. In this franchise, this guy survives like being revived like 5 times, and you're gonna draw a line that there's an explosion that's not that big.
I mean, if you're gonna have rules in the universe that like someone can be revived, what the fuck's with the bomb?
Yeah, so
that's not a universe.
speaking of Jason getting revived, they're doing the autopsy on him,
Yeah.
and the guy's poking his heart, and the heart starts beating again, and he stares at it for 10 seconds, and picks it up and eats it.
Why?
Because he's just compelled to, and then
Because it looks delicious.
red light orbs come out of Jason's corpse and
Yeah.
then go into that guy, and now that guy is Jason, and you see him walking past mirrors, and his reflection is Jason.
So it's like a weird vampire where you don't not see a reflection, you see Jason.
It's just like, there's this black guy who was just like excuse me, he's like a bounty hunter, and he's just like, if you want to kill Jason, he's not Australian, but...
Yeah.
He's like, there's only one way to
diversity in
kill
film.
Jason. You gotta, it has to be a Voorhees. It's like, only a Voorhees can allow Jason to be reborn, and only a Voorhees can kill him. There's only 3 Voorhees left. There's the mother, the daughter, and the young baby daughter.
Isn't
the
Jason
mother
just a
gets
normal
killed.
dude who has a shit parent?
No, he's like a demon now. It's never that he had a shit... Well, he did have a shit parent, but he like drowned, but he didn't know how to swim, and no one taught him how to swim, and the camp counselors...
It's no, yeah. I remember the first time I ever went swimming. Like the person who taught me to swim just put me in the water, and I also and so now I kill people, and now I'm a demon.
They do that in number 7.
Yeah, now I'm a demon, guys.
No, wait, it was in number 8. It was a flashback.
I'm gonna
number
kill
8 was
all of
fucking
you
awful.
because you put me underwater when I said no, and I'm gonna kill you all now.
Well, the thing is, he didn't die there. Everyone just thought he
Actually,
did.
that
But
was
then he went out and he lived in the woods.
No,
and
my
then-
favorite is you know Old Boy, yeah.
I fucking love Old Boy.
Okay, in the original thing, like the manga, whatever. The reason why it's not because of the whole incest thing. It's because he would the guy who number one, the characters are completely different. But number two, the reason is the guy heard another guy sing a song, and he felt so much pity for him, pretty much. And the other guy goes, now he knows I'm alone and sad. I hate him, and I will destroy his life for it. That's the reason why he does the whole you're in a room for 20 years sort of thing.
Fucking hell.
I mean, I think it's kind of cool because I don't know,
That's dumb.
No, I think the character is cool, but I think the incest subplot was better.
Yeah.
I don't like the actual characters. I'm just of course, the main point of the manga thing was no one hated the guy because he always kept to himself. In the movie, he's a prick and everyone hates him, so he's like, who would hate me the most? So, I don't know, that's interesting.
Fair.
But yeah. That just reminds me of Old Boy, because it's just it's the fucking lamest excuse to ever, do something bad. It's you put me underwater and I was scared. No, I'm gonna kill you.
It's like the mum worked as a chef at Camp Crystal Lake, and none of the camp counselors saved Jason because they were all fucking, and that's why she hates the counselors and is always killing them.
That's why he hates sex and he's a Christian boy.
But then, I think the explanation as to why Jason comes back and is killer in the second one is...
Because he's a Christian boy.
He's a Christian boy,
you're
he's
good,
a good
man,
boy.
you get to
Yeah, he's a
revive.
Christian boy.
He saw his mum getting beheaded in the first one. So then he was just like, they killed my mum, I'm gonna take her head
killed
and put
my
it in
mum.
like a fucking...
Where's my fucking mind?
He's got the
So
mum's
Friday the
head
13th is
thing.
essentially Bambi.
Yeah, of course.
Friday the
Bambi 2
13th
Return
is
to the City. Starring
King of
Jason
the City.
Voorhees. No, Return to the City.
Look,
Look, motherfuckers, my favorite
your
movie,
whole
don't talk
explanation for Friday the 13th makes it sound worse.
shit.
Well, you're welcome. No, you don't have to watch these movies.
I was
Yeah,
never
I had
going
marathon.
to.
I marathoned the 10 movies.
I was
12.
I just watched.
Yeah, but I marathoned.
Wait, did you marathon?
Oh,
the
you
CD?
didn't watch the remake or Freddy vs. Jason?
And I'd already seen Freddy vs. Jason.
Okay. Freddy
Who
vs.
won?
Jason's fun.
It was bad.
They
Who-
both
but-
won.
I didn't like it.
They both
Oh
won.
fuck off! That's a pussy answer. Make one of them.
Okay.
win.
no, so-
okay, look, Freddy.
So Jason wins, but then Freddy has a wink at the end where he's like, ha, aha, they just think Jason won.
No, Freddy said Martha, so Jason was like, why'd you say that name? Then had flashbacks to his
Okay,
mom.
anyone who has.
Oh, you want to know what the next potential horror movie crossover is going to be?
Well,
Oh, yeah,
versus
Chucky vs.
Freddy.
Jason.
fuck
Freddy.
off.
Freddy.
No.
Fuck off.
It's meant to be Chucky just finds his way to Elm Street and then he goes to sleep because fuck it, Chucky sleeps.
You know what? Everyone wonders why horror movies always everyone. I remember people coming up to me like, horror movies are great. Why are they always rated terribly? When you have shit like Freddy versus Chucky and Friday the 13th, the 10th when he was Christian and now he's in hell. Horror
The
movies
10th one's
The 10th
deserve.
one's the sci-fi.
No, 10th one is when he's in space.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Right, you deserve bad fucking IMDb ratings when you suck ass.
You know what crossover ride one though?
Mhm.
Jason versus Adam Sandler.
No. Jason.
So in summation,
No, Jason versus the Monstars from Space Jam. And they have to do
You
basketball.
wore a fucking Space Jam shirt to my party.
Yeah.
And I hate you.
And all the wait, is it wait, before we go, I have to get Horvat to read a
Oh.
sponsored message from the government.
but I said Adam Sandler. We've gone full circle.
No. So
okay.
anyway, get ready to read your thing. Okay.
Hi, my name is Dylan Horvat, and like most people in the world, my dick doesn't work right. Like it pees and stuff, but I somehow can't get my penis to be the big penis. All hope was lost. Until I found the miracle drug Eroxio. Before I used to disappoint women because my penis wouldn't get big. But now I disappoint them because my erect size is the same as my flaccid size. Please buy Erexio. Your phone shut off on me, boy.
You should have read faster. Anyway.
It saved my life. Also my penis. Remember, if your penos don't work, I don't know, kill yourself.
Perfect. And that's the end to our first ever episode of Bicker Banter.
Okay, Google.
What about Bicker Banter?
Oh,
It's the second episode.
Can you please play the song
I'm all
for...
ready.
Okay. Goodbye.